Motherhood doesn't come with a manual, and honestly, some days it feels like there's just not enough of you to go around. You've got a baby to care for, a home to manage, bills to pay, maybe even a job outside the home. And somehow, you're also supposed to take care of yourself. If you've ever ended a day wondering, what did I even get done? This video is for you. I'm taking you through a real day in my life and sharing practical, doable tips for how I manage all the things without losing my mind. One of the biggest ways to get things done is to not be idle. My mom always told me growing up, idle hands makes work heavy. And this is so true. When I stop and sit for too long during the day, things pile up and then everything feels harder. I know a lot of women like to rest during nap time. And if you need a break, that's absolutely fine. Take it. But I've found that using naps strategically makes a huge difference in how my day flows. For example, during my baby's first nap, I work on my blog and YouTube content. You'll actually see in a little bit what it looks like when I'm taking ingredients photos, and y'all, I have to use every single bowl in my house. It's horrible. During his second nap is usually when I do housework, I fold laundry, tidy up, and prep dinner. And I'm not perfect. There are days where I will crash on the couch and doom scroll, but honestly, those are the days where I feel most out of control and behind. So when I can, I choose movement over idleness. You need to create structure for your days and weeks. Our days follow a loose but reliable rhythm, and that structure has been a game changer. Not only do kids thrive on predictability, but so do us as moms. For each day of the week, I have a focus area. So on Monday, I do laundry, Tuesday, bedrooms, Wednesday, bathrooms, Thursdays, I do nothing. Friday, I do bedding, and each and every day I will pick up the living spaces and do the dishes. I don't stress about doing everything every day. Instead, I just follow this rhythm. Knowing what needs to get done that day makes it feel manageable and helps me not second guess myself or feel behind. One of the biggest things that you can do is shift your mindset about home. If you approach homemaking like it's just a pile of never-ending chores, it's going to feel heavy, boring, and thankless. When I started viewing homemaking as a way to serve and care for my family and myself, it began to feel purposeful. I actually have a whole video about how homemaking can be a form of self-care, and it's something that I truly do believe. Now, not every single part of homemaking is my favorite, but there are parts that I genuinely enjoy. For me, that's cooking. I have loved to cook since I was 13 years old. I love recipe development. I love being in my kitchen, even if it creates a big mess. It truly lights me up, and it's a way that I show love. It's actually been so fun. My baby's eating, and look, this might be something that people can judge me on, but I love baking for him, and I bake cookies. My sourdough oatmeal raisin cookies, they're so good. One of my favorite recipes that I've ever developed, y'all. It is so good. Y'all have to try it. But one of the things that I was the most excited for when I became a mother was being able to make fun treats for my kids and then sit down and eat them with them. And we are at that point with my baby, and he loves these cookies. And so sometimes we'll just sit down around 5 when we're waiting on dad to get home and eat cookies together. And it lights me up inside. It makes me so happy. And maybe cooking isn't that task for you though. Maybe for you it's something else. Maybe you love organizing or making your space feel cozy. Maybe you find joy in creating routines and schedules that brings your home peace. Maybe you love decorating your home, folding your baby's clothes. Even lighting a candle and just turning on some music can definitely help you romanticize these tasks. Find the parts of homemaking that you love and let that be the anchor that carries you through the stuff that you would rather not be doing. One of the tasks for me that I absolutely despise is cleaning. I know I show cleaning content on here, but I don't like to clean. I try to shift my focus not to that I don't like to clean, but rather I remind myself that my child deserves a peaceful, clean space. He deserves a home that he's proud of, where as he gets older, he can invite people over without feeling embarrassed, without having to second guess inviting people over. I know that we all have experienced this in our lives where unfortunately a child doesn't smell very good when they go to school because their home is just not up to that standard. And when I think about that, and I think about those children, and I think about how horrible I would feel if my baby was put in that position, it kicks my butt into high gear and I get to cleaning real quick. This might be the most important tip of them all, and that is to let go of perfection. As women, I feel like we are really guilty of being perfectionists. I have spoken to so many women, and I see it through social media that we want perfection. And sometimes in that, it will paralyze us to do nothing if we can't make things perfect. In motherhood, you have to let that go because maybe the baby wakes up early from their nap, or they refuse to take a nap, or your house is too big to clean the whole house during that nap time. Before I had my baby on Fridays, I would come home, I would clean the entire house, I would get in the bath with a glass of wine, and my house was clean completely going into the weekend. But that's just like simply not the reality. And honestly, who cares, right? Does your house actually have to be clean all at once? You don't have to have a perfect house. No one's coming over. Now, if it's like Thanksgiving dinner, like obviously, we need to do a better job. But on a daily basis, does it really have to be perfect? Who's seeing the dust? Who's seeing it? My house is not perfect. If you came over, I would close some of the areas so that you couldn't see some of the mess that I just don't show because that's real life. And I just wanted to take a second and again, thank you all so much for watching and commenting. And if you've subscribed, thank you guys so much for doing that. Make sure you continue to do that. That just shows YouTube that I make good content and they will push it out to more people. But yeah, I always want to stop and say thank you in every video. And this one's a big one, y'all. Maybe controversial. That man needs to help you. My husband is amazing and he does work full time. He actually works more than full time, honestly, because the man is working on getting promoted for us and I love that. But he helps tremendously. He helps me. If I need something done, if I'm like, I'm tired and the floors need done because our baby crawled around. Oh, also, sorry, side note, my baby started walking this week, y'all. Oh my God, he's walking. My 10-month-old, my baby that I just gave birth to yesterday, yeah, he's walking. That's crazy. But back to the point, my husband helps me. He will clean the floors. He doesn't clean the bathrooms because I don't let him because I have to clean the bathrooms. It's just like in my head, it's not clean unless me or my mom cleans it. If I need him to vacuum, mop, do the dishes, whatever, take the baby, put the baby to sleep, like he helps me. And so you have to have your partner help you. And if you don't have a partner that's willing to help you, I'm so sorry and I feel for you, but really have that conversation then, but also have a conversation with God about changing your husband's heart because there have been times in our relationship where he wasn't helpful, where he wasn't doing the things that I felt like he needed to do. And I was like, you know what? Like I had to give that up to God to change my husband's heart on that. And so if you are a Christian and you think like this is an area where I need help in, definitely give it up to God. There's a lot of areas where I will give it up to God. Whenever I'm struggling, the man upstairs, he's always there. There's no shame in buying things to automate your life. So I have a robot vacuum that is scheduled to go off at 10 p.m. each night. That is such a big help. It goes under the couch, so it vacuums under the couch, which is great. I don't have to worry about that. Our couch is heavy. I don't know if y'all see it in this video. Other videos you've seen my couch. It is big. It is heavy. It's a large sectional. Who's moving that? Not me. So buy things like that. I also have a Tenneco robot vacuum that is so easy to vacuum and mop throughout the week. That's what I do. Once a month, I will pull out like the bucket of bleach and water and like really do a deep clean. But throughout the week, it's really not necessary for me. If you have a cat, go on ahead and get yourself an automatic cleaning kitty litter box. I don't have cats, I have a dog. But anything that you can buy to make your life easier, buy it. An Instant Pot, y'all. I love my Instant Pot. It is one of my favorite tools. I can get frozen meat cooked in under an hour, no thought behind it, just season it. So buy items that are going to automate and make getting everything done easier for yourself. So, those are some of the tips that I have for how I get everything done as a mom. If this helped you in any way, I'd love it if you gave it a thumbs up. It really does support my channel. Drop a comment down below and let me know, how do you get everything done? And if you want more practical encouragement for motherhood, homemaking, real food, budgeting, all of the things, hit that subscribe button for new videos every week.